This is the Northstars Show, episode 10 of season 5. I'm the mouthpiece of the show, Bruce Krentz. Behind the camera, a guy that's watched more Christmas concerts than anyone in Thompson, and I think his numbers are closing in on a world record. Paul Anderson, Canadian star over there. Just before we get started, underneath the jacket this week is nothing under the jacket, because I forgot the jacket, but it's our Christmas edition, so
I love that
I'm
sweater.
going with the ugly Christmas sweater. I'm going to throw that on. While I do, Michael Ben's here. He was down with the team on the weekend. Had a couple shots on net and a goal taken away. You were close in all the games, I thought, but didn't quite pull it off. What do you think was happening? Was it the second period lapse again, or just what happened?
It was more actually first period, the starts actually. They were we got to come out stronger. Other than that, it was pretty much we battled back in the second and third, so it's just those first periods.
Getting you a little bit. What happened in all three games? Tell us about it.
In our first game, we had a all right start against Brandon, but it wasn't enough, so we lost 3-2 in overtime. Lance got a goal, assisted by Mikey, and Paulic scored another one, and Faulkner had 29 saves. And then against Yellowhead, another rough start, but Tony scored us a goal that kind of took us the right way, and then Wolf scored on the power play. Paulic got one, Glarno got one, and Duckwich came up with 34 saves. Then against Parkland, another rough one. We lost 6-3. Tony scored a goal, assisted by Glarno and Lance. Then Glarno scored after that power play goal. Top shelf was one of my favorite goals of the weekend, actually. Assisted by Tony and Paulic. And then Braden got our last one with like 10 seconds left. Assisted by Lance and Dustin again. Mikey got ejected three minutes into the first, and Faulkner couldn't get the job done, so he put in Duckwich, and he finished us off.
Played the last 10 minutes of that 6-3 loss. So, Michael Ben, thanks for letting us know what happened. You can hang on to that. What happened on the weekend? I mentioned what's under the sweater, but I forgot to actually show it. It's a purple TLA.
Oh, yes.
This year's purple. Our summer cousins, the Thompson Lacrosse Association. Love those guys. Soccer, probably our other summer cousins. Coming up on the show, we talked to Doug Korman. We've got all 6 of the Stickboys. Do sort of a little mini 1 minute with them. It was a lot of fun. I'll give you their names at the end of the show because I can't really remember them all right now. And we do 1 minute with Braden Paulic, who's lucky to get out of this thing with his life. This is the Northstars Show. Here we go. Back here just before Tuesday practice with Coach Korman. Doug, last week you threw out the challenge. It helped our ratings immensely. It was through the roof. We had a lot more views on YouTube than we normally did. Probably no challenges this week, but I'm curious to hear what you've done to help keep these guys motivated. You guys were down south this weekend, didn't get a lot of wins, but the guys sure seemed like, from what we could pick up, were battling hard and nobody's given up. So what do you think you've done to keep them engaged?
I think we got a core group of kids there, a half a dozen of them that are kind of carrying this team collectively. We don't have no superstars on this team, and when you got Lance Laycock, Braden Paulic, Will Lutz, Tony Apategan, Tristan Galarno, Justin Nakbar throw in there. Collectively, those 6 guys, I think, are carrying the weight of the team on their shoulders. The other ones kind of fall into place. But those 6 guys have been a constant for us, and staying in the lineup, playing lots of hockey, and, it's kind of funny. You earn things, and it was good to see Braden Paulic on a power play. Seen some power play time, but
We weren't sure the internet updates were right as that stuff was rolling in, but
I think he's got a 3-game goal-scoring streak. He's putting up some points, so good for Braden.
Yeah, and it's neat to see. We're going to talk to the Stickboys, and I think we're going to hear that they're going to highlight a couple of those guys as their favorite players on the team, which is kind of interesting too when you say they're not maybe the showiest or the flashiest guys out there, but they've earned the respect of the Stickboys too, so kind of neat.
Yeah, no, they're those kids I just named good kids on and off the ice. I think parents would be proud of them. I know there's some stories that I hear from school from some people that over at their high school that make comments on the behavior of the boys, and those are the things that I know it makes me feel good, and I'll make sure the parents know about it because they'd be proud of them.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Like I said, we weren't down on the road trip with you, but what are some of the blues and the golds? We don't want to touch on too many blues, but some things that maybe you're still working on as the season progresses.
Well, obviously, we got to have key players in the lineup. Justin Akbar got hurt in the first game, missed the second game. He was playing hurt in the third game. That hurts us when the big winger's not in the lineup. Keith Monius still has one more game on a 4-game suspension. He's some offensive player for us that we miss. Ethan Stuckless, we've been out having him out of the lineup for the last month. We need him back in the lineup desperately as well. So those 3 players alone there, you add that, make up a line there. That's a solid line that can play with anybody in the league. We need those guys in the lineup. So it's about staying in the lineup, and I think for the most part on the road, I'll say 99.9% of the players were very well disciplined. We stayed out of the penalty box. Still, there's player or 2 out there still has their own agenda. With that agenda is coming to that meeting's going to be called to order right shortly, and it's done. I think the lesson has to be learned. I don't care who you are. Sitting in the penalty box taking stupid penalties is not going to get you anywhere. It hurts the team. We got down 2 quick goals Sunday's game against Parkland after playing 3 games in 3 days. We still got lots of energy, and a couple stupid penalties gets us down 2-0 right early in the game. Give guys credit, we battled back, but we can't put ourselves into that position. So, like I said, 99.9% of the players were disciplined, worked hard. Solid goaltending, maybe a couple we'd like to have back, but as usual, I think we're good in goal. Defense working hard, everybody's working hard. Got to stay healthy here, and maybe we need a break at Christmas and recharge our batteries.
A little bit of a reset. 6 or 8 penalty minutes, I'm not sure, on Sunday or Saturday, sorry, was really nice to see the guys really kind of held it together. Looked like a low penalty game all the way through, so that must have been an exciting one too.
Yeah, I think obviously depending on who you're playing, playing Kenora, the emotion's a little bit higher, different style of game you got to play, so you adapt to who you're playing. Yellowhead has a young team with some skaters, and we try to match that with speed, and you adapt to those types of games. We can play that a little bit grittier game if we need to, but I think for the most part, you got to be a finesse hockey player. You got to be able to skate and make the right decisions while you're on the ice.
Got to be able to play hockey. First of all, we'll get to the last question right away. I wore an ugly sweater today. I was going to wear a Kenora Thistles sweater. That would have been the ugliest Christmas sweater we could think of. We couldn't track one down. I apologize for that. That's Paul's job as the executive producer. Last one. What do you want to get for Christmas, other than some wins in the second half?
I want to have a healthy team. I want a healthy and a safe Christmas for all the players, all the North Star fans and family. I think we take for granted it's a joyous time of the year. We all know we've lost, I know, a special North Star that was special to me, and that was Cliff Duchesne, and that happened on Christmas Day. So I'm hoping everybody traveling during the break stays safe, healthy, enjoys themselves, and comes back batteries recharged and ready to go.
Well said, Doug. What more could you ask for Christmas? Thanks for joining us. Have a Merry Christmas, Doug.
You too, Bruce.
You're watching the Northstars Show on Shaw TV.
This is a minor hockey moment, a chance for us to highlight all different aspects of minor hockey, from the players to the parents to the people that hang out in the lobby to some guys that support the team and make the North Stars what they are. It's the Stickboys. They're joining me here today on a minor hockey moment. Thanks for coming, guys. We're here in the North Star dressing room, the place where you guys do all your work, do all the work for these guys, from what I understand. So just before we start, how about each of you give me your name and the team that you're playing for this year?
I'm Maddox Long, and I'm playing for the Adam Double King Miners. I'm Ethan Porty, and I play for the Adam Double King Miners.
I'm Seth Stahako, and I play for the Wild Novice.
Bruce Krentz, I play for the Thompson Kings Hockey Club.
Matthew Cormier, I play for the Thompson King Miners.
Carter Zayko, I play for the Adam A King Miners.
Cash Long, I play for the Thompson Kings.
Thompson Kings, I love that. Okay, we'll quickly go around, do one more. What position do you play? We'll go back this way.
Center.
Center, nice.
Right wing. Defense.
Never defense for me, anything but.
Center.
Right wing, center.
All right, so just before we start talking about the hard work of being a stick boy, one last thing you can see, a couple of these guys, we had to drag them off the ice because they're right locked in a wicked peewee match. I'm sure your team's scrambling without you right now. Everybody here plays. You guys are hockey players. That's part of the reason you want to be a stick boys, I'm sure. What's your favorite part about playing hockey? Is it scoring goals? Is it working hard? Is it hanging out with your buds? What's your favorite part of playing hockey?
Scoring goals. Being with friends.
Scoring goals. Scoring goals.
Working hard.
Working hard.
Couple of working hards. I'd say mine's hanging out with my friends, but I don't mind scoring goals too, so pretty good. Guys, you've been hanging around with the team here in the dressing room. You've seen the good, you've seen the bad. You've probably seen more than you want to see.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the bad ones then. What's the worst part about being a stick boy?
When you go into the room and all you see is
Yeah?
it's the horror.
The horror, we'll bleep that out.
When they lose. When we fill up the water bottles.
Filling up the water bottles over here?
One day when they'll sing this song, but I don't know what it means.
Going into the dressing room and see nudity. When they lose, they freak out.
Freaking out when they lose. Maybe we'll get the guys to sing the song with their clothes on later on. So what's your favorite part about being a stick boy?
Helping the team out.
Being able to go to every North Star game free. Hanging out with them.
Nice. Being a part of this madness? Cool.
Meeting them.
Pyramid of pucks. Picking up the pucks after warm-up.
Cool, being out on the ice in front of the big crowd where you'll be someday. Okay, how about we go to 1 minute? Normally we do 1 minute with one of the North Star players. This time we're going to do 1 minute with all of you. So we'll just go around. We'll start you off with an easy one. What's your favorite hockey move?
Go top shelf. Forehand fake.
Spinorama.
Ooh, a little Savardian. Denny Savard, that's a little too old for you.
Slap shot.
Wrist shot.
Kaboom.
Wrist shot.
Fantastic. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
It's the most boring one we've had so far. Your favorite teammate or a couple of buds on the team that you play on?
Reed and Malcolm.
All of them? Because they're all so cool?
My whole team.
Excellent.
Adrian Peters and Colton Dawson.
Gus Little. Gore Guy and Maddox Long. Ethan Porty and Gus Little.
Usually we have a rule you can't pick each other, but I forgot to tell you. What you got?
Rydell Monias and Dalen Monias.
Beautiful. Who's your favorite North Star and why? Where should we start? Matthew?
Ethan Stuckless because he stole my number. Lance Laycock. Because every once in a while we go to hang out.
Mikey Marcus because he's good.
You got that.
William Lutz because he skates fast.
Excellent.
Tony Tagan because he's a good leader.
Ooh, well done.
Hunter Helker because he gives me all the sticks.
He's buying your favors. Okay, 2 more questions, guys. Favorite video game?
Call of Duty.
God.
NHL 16.
Call of Duty.
Whew.
Agario.
Ooh.
Mortal Kombat X. Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
I'll do mine, SimCity the original. It's been a long time since I played video games. Very last one. What do you want to get for Christmas?
GTA 5. Xbox One.
GTA 5.
What the?
Xbox 360.
Oh, well done.
Xbox One.
GTA 5.
All right, these are the Stickboys for the Northstars. Awesome interview, guys. Thanks for joining me.
Hello.
2 minutes for face mask, 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct. North Star penalties to number 11.
There's a goal right there, Gallardo.
2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. The number 1, Connor Faulkner.
Well, you know, he's had chance after chance this game. He finally puts that one through, and that is Braden Paulic.
Well, maybe Paulic got it. But it was a simple play, Tom.
It was a simple play, yeah.
This is 1 Minute With. Joining me is a favorite of the Northstars Show, Braden Paulic. Someday hoping to take this over. This is your second, I would say, on-the-fly interview. The first one didn't go so good. This one maybe a little bit better.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes as well as your weekend did. You had 5 points on the weekend, burying basically your cousin Justin in the Paulic scoring race for Northstars overall. It was dicey for a while, but I think you really put an exclamation point on that. We weren't there to see them, so maybe highlight 1 or 2 of the goals. What was one of the beauties?
There's really only one beauty. The other ones were pretty greasy. It was against Yellowhead. It wasn't really that nice, but it was just a shot in the slot and put it low glove and went my way. So the other 2 were pretty greasy. So
you come by it honestly. I played a lot of years with your dad, and I don't think he ever had a nice goal in his whole career, but he put a few in and he ruffled a lot of feathers. So it's a family tradition. Got a couple more games coming up this weekend. You're hoping to, I'm sure, keep that success going. Maybe a few more greasy goals. What are you going to do on the weekend to try to get a couple more?
Like you said, try and keep the point production going and just try and help out my teammates as much as possible. And yeah.
Your line had a bunch of points and a bunch of goals, so it feels like you got some good chemistry. Do you feel that way with those guys right now?
Yeah, for sure. Like I gotta thank those 2 guys big time for a lot of my points. So
for propping you up.
Yeah.
Hey, practice is going to start soon. You can see this game's almost over. Do you have 1 minute?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. This is 1 minute with Braden Paulic. I'll see if I can get Paul's phone going here. You got one of these?
I can't say that I do.
There we go.
Yeah.
Did I look old there? little bit maybe. I'm an iPhone guy. I don't have a Samsung. Right at it then. What's your favorite subject?
Math, because I got a pretty good looking teacher.
Careful, but well done. Who's the teammate that you've known the longest?
Will and Lance. We've known each other for a long time. Yeah.
It would be bad if I beat you up, but Murph might take a shot at you, just so you know. Favorite gift you've ever received?
Probably my car, I'd have to say.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to complain.
Yeah.
I mean, after Murph beats you up, his best gift he's ever got was, I don't know what, 2 front teeth. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I got a dog, Scruffy.
Okay, your sister doesn't count.
Oh yeah, and Kelsey too. Yeah.
I should have let that go. He's sleeping out in the street.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a celebrity?
Well, we got Paul right here, so
absolutely.
That's got to count.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you for the story, but he's over there for Sunday breakfast. Any weird habits, traditions before the game?
If I have a good game, I just like to repeat what I did. So
can't beat that.
And for thinking of good comebacks 4 hours after though. So that's a habit of mine.
The George from Seinfeld. I should have said.
Yeah.
The jerk store called. How do you like your eggs?
Cooked by my math teacher.
This is going to be the ugliest end to an interview you've ever seen, Paulie. It's going to be a mess. Do you like any sports other than hockey?
Lacrosse. I like to show up the old guys, so.
What a mess. Who's got the best hair on the team?
I'd have to say probably Doug and Brad. It's easy to maintain, so.
No messing around.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this, but any other pregame superstitions other than doing what you did the game before?
Yeah, that's about it.
Favorite pregame meal?
Spaghetti.
Everybody's favorite Christmas movie?
Rocky 2.
Is that a Christmas movie?
Well, I like to watch it during Christmas, so I think it counts, I guess.
Just might count. Favorite pregame song? I like this one.
I like to listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
A little bit of a throwback.
Yeah.
A classic. Love the cover. It's the greatest grunge album of all time. How long did that take? I'm going to just quickly thank Braden Paulic for helping me out here. 1 minute with Braden Paulic. Had a great weekend. You've just taken your life into your hands. Murph's going to tune you in too.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Connor Faulkner. I'm wearing number 1 for your Norman Northstars. I play goalie. I'm from Rankin Inlet, Nunavut. My elementary school is LUS, and my favorite player is Marc-Andre Fleury.
Episode 10 of Season 5 of the Northstars Show is in the books now. It's the Christmas edition. The coat took a day off. The coat took summer vacation a little early. We've got the ugly Christmas sweater on. Just in case you missed it last week, 2 things that we want to mention. Dalen Campbell was the fellow that was billeted with Rochelle Latica. We did it again. We talked all about him and forgot to say his name. So Dalen, shout out to you at the OCN Blizzard and a great North Star. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but as we were talking to Tony Apategan, we were in the dressing room in his stall and he had a loaf of banana bread just over top of his shoulder. I'm not sure why he keeps banana bread in his stall, but it looked delicious. I want to thank the Stickboys for joining me on this one. Maddox and Cash Long. We had Matthew Cormier. Matt, jump in the shot, help me out. Who are some of the other guys? Seth, what's Seth's last name?
Seth Zahako, Carter Zahako, Ethan Porty, Cash Long, Maddox Long, and of course me.
Matthew Cormier. Thanks, that was a great interview with you guys. We did 1 minute with Braden Paulic, who's going to get beat up by me or by my son Murphy. He's got eyes on my wife. Guy's going to be in big trouble pretty soon. And big thanks to Coach Korman and his Christmas wishes. Nobody could say it better than he did. Here's wishing you a great holiday season to you and all of yours from us here at the Northstars Show.